And so it is, Melanie and Brett present themselves to be married today, surrounded by people they love most. Both Melanie and Brett moved to Boston to escape Glastonbury, only to have fate find them engaged to someone from Glastonbury. You can't make it up. In all seriousness, that does hammer home how made for each other they are. They have a wonderful life to look forward together. And if it's any indication of how much they spoil their dog Chewy, they will hopefully make wonderful parents one day. Let's hope the future involves more grandkid announcements and less apartment fires involving espresso martinis and bacon.
Melanie, to better describe what you mean to me, I want to first explain a certain feeling you get when everything in the world slows down and there's a calmness in the air. You feel it on a sunny morning, sitting outside enjoying a coffee, looking up at the stars on a crisp fall evening when family is together for a communal dinner, and I couldn't forget sitting by a nice fire. The vibrations of your internal thoughts, feelings, and intuition come into rhythm with the outside world. All the sounds, feelings, and observations in my world slowed down and fell into place on our Monday evening date in the seaport. However, this time it was different. It wasn't just my vibrations with the outside world. There was something much more this time. This time it felt stronger, balanced, and more deeply rooted. It felt like I had connected with someone that I was supposed to be with for the rest of my life. That someone was you, Melanie. You're beautiful, smart, funny, slightly funnier than me. Thank you for listening and caring for me with a full heart. Thank you for always making me feel special and being incredibly thoughtful. Melanie, you love me and others around you in an incredible way. The first day we got Chewy, when they said Bryce from Heirloom Farms, you immediately took all 4.2 pounds of him into your arms. You make time to call your grandma, family, and spend time with friends. I'm so lucky to have you, and I promise to keep nurturing and growing our connection that we started in the seaport. I love you, Melanie.
Brett, if someone told me 10 years ago that the person I would share the rest of my life with lived less than 2 miles from where I grew up, I wouldn't have believed them. If you told me 4 years ago that this person was now moving to live less than 1 mile from where I lived, I would have laughed at them. And yet here we are, less than 3 feet apart, about to become husband and wife. We often tell each other how much we love and mean to one another, using phrases like soulmate, best friend, and a team. There are so many qualities I admire about you that it would be impossible to list them all here today. But when I need you the most and I look to you for support, it's the qualities that you lack that remind me of how grateful I am to have you in here. You make every day fun, and I'm sure the rest of our lives will be no different. Second, you lack discomfort. One thing I admire about you is that you are so freely and unabashedly yourself 24/7. The way you can walk into a room and strike up a conversation with anyone, to me, looks like a superpower. You don't change yourself and you don't hide yourself. You're just you. Instead, you make them feel welcome and at ease with who they are in return. As someone who has been labeled quiet and reserved most of their life, you make me feel brave and confident to be who I am. And lastly, you lack animosity. Most people here can probably attest that when you love hard. Your commitment to your friends, to your family, to Chewy and to me is unwavering. Whether it's in your words or your actions, I have never once doubted how much you love me, and I can only hope that through my own words and my own actions, that you know just how much I love you. Brett, you're my soulmate, you're my best friend, and you're the only person I want on my team. Know that from the bottom of my heart, in every moment of every day, and for the rest of our lives, I will love you, cherish you with everything I have. Brett, I cannot wait to be your wife.
Excellent.
And now, by the power vested in me by the Universal Life Church, it is my honor and delight to declare you husband and wife. You may seal this declaration with a kiss. I am pleased to present the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Francis.
In front of all our families and friends, from the bottom of my heart, this is the breaking point, I could not be any prouder than you. And you will be hard-pressed to find somebody that loves you more than your mother and myself. Whew, I got through it. And then this brings me to Brett. I'll be watching you. Please stand up and raise your glasses. Senor Brett and Senora Melanie Francis. Together, let the future bring you health, happiness, and love. Let today be the beginning of a beautiful journey. Cheers.
So the good thing about Melanie is Melanie's just a facts person. Brett will tell some harebrained story, and Melanie, he just looks at Melanie, and Melanie goes, Brett's you know, okay. I'm like, she's not someone to be messed with, right? But the more we learned about Melanie, I thought our family has just got an upgrade. I'm really grateful because you always want to have your kids be happy in their life and to have a great partner. And I think if I tried to computer generate the perfect partner for Brett, I couldn't do better than Melanie. So
I always wondered what it would have been like to have a brother, and little did I know I got the best one imaginable in you. So, Brett, I want you to put your hand on top of Melanie's hand, on top of her hand. I want you to look her in the eyes, and I want you to embrace this special moment, because this is the last time you'll have the upper hand.
Melanie, the excitement I had for you coming home is the excitement I have for you today. And thank you for the hand-me-downs. Thank you for the movie suggestions. I love you like EXO, like, Beyonce. And I admire you beyond words, truly. I love you.
So last night I was flipping through our high school yearbook and wanted to see if there was any hints for what Brett's future might hold. And I stumbled across his senior yearbook quotes. If you know anything about Brett, you can probably guess it's from one of his favorite historical figures, Helen Keller. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. The richness of success would lose something of rewarding joy if there were no limitations to overcome. Very deep. And I guess Helen was right, because you and Melanie have faced many challenges, navigating COVID, job changes, babysitting Skinny Sean, as I guess he's called, and preventing Chewy from eating everything in sight. So while I stand up here today, I look around and I can think there's a couple things that are better than Excel. Being at this beautiful venue, being surrounded by all your friends and family, and of course, marrying the woman of your dreams.